Hey everyone, welcome to the next video. I'm going to be commenting about funding issues. So I intern for San Diego County, half with probation, half with mental health, adults with mental health and who are homeless and in and out of the jail system. A lot of the clients in the mental health part go through the probation department, so it's interesting to see both sides. Um, so a big thing working for the county or interning for the county is you see a lot of funding problems, funding issues. Um, so one thing that I've noticed, so we have the counselors, and then we have um, like employment specialists and like financial specialists to make sure that all of these clients can get their Social Security, um, whatever else they may need. And then we have a housing department. And a big thing that I've noticed is that there's no funding to help all of these clients coming into the system. And in San Diego, there's a huge homeless population. It's actually unbelievable to see. You walk down the street in downtown, you take it, not all the streets, but I took an exit one time to get to downtown, and at least 2 blocks were just full of tents. And I was like, what is this? And my friend was like, oh, it's all homeless people. So this department in particular, they just don't have the funding to house their clients. And there's so many shelters and housing for those with mental illness, those that are homeless, those that are coming out of jail. They're in this program that if they can't find a home for, if the counselors can't find a home for them, they're homeless until they can find something, and that's huge. There's not enough funding to take care of these people, and that's with everything, not just housing. Thankfully, they get their medication taken care of, but still, it's such a long process, and funding is a huge problem, a huge issue. So the clients, they'll come into the program, and there's like a waiting area. And so my first couple days, I had to wait in that waiting area for my field supervisor to come and get me. And so I hear a lot of chit chat back and forth, and it's funny because, again, like I said, I used to work with children, and working with adults, especially adults with mental illness or coming out of the jail system or on probation, is a lot different for me. But they talk to each other as if they're like children, so they're kind of like, oh, well, I didn't get this, but you got that. How come I didn't get that? So it's all just kind of back and forth to one another. And I noticed a big thing that they weren't receiving was housing, and in the housing, a lot of them are just so beat up. And we have staff meetings every day at 9 a.m. So we do a full staff meeting. There's 3 different teams, blue, yellow, green, I believe. And we do a full staff meeting, and then we go on to our different colors at 9:30 for about a half hour. And one thing I noticed is that they're basically these houses that they're staying in, that they're getting shelter for, are just horrible, like gross, nasty. And I haven't been to one of those yet. I'm a little nervous too, I suppose, but a big thing is they would love to just kind of redo it, knock it down, and it needs to be. It really needs to be. It's not safe for these people to live in at all. But again, there's no money to do it to help them. So that's a huge thing. And then going to the employees, they are so overworked. It's basically a 24/7 job. One person takes home a cell phone. I think it's every few days, and it's 24/7 for them. That phone number is given to all the clients, and they can reach that person if it's an emergency. But they don't get paid a lot for that, and so it's just funding not only going to the clients, but for the employees as well. It's a lot of work, and it's just the county doesn't have a lot of money to hand them over, and it's unfortunate because these people need our help. You see it everywhere. You see it with veterans. Veterans is a huge thing. Uh, they don't get treated the way they should be. They're not. If they need to go into a nursing home, they get put into the worst home, and that's pretty much what's going on here. If you don't have money coming in, and you can privately pay for something, then pretty much you're screwed. Get out of there. Sorry, that was my cat. So yeah, that's my take on funding. So far, what I've seen, and again, a lot of it has to do with housing. So thank you. I'm excited to hear and see everybody else's videos. Thanks, guys.